This conference will now be recorded.
I'm a mother of two. I have a 8th grader that also attends Chippewa, and currently 3rd grader who is also attends at Cherokee. I love teaching kindergarten. I love the growth that they make in that first year, seeing them just academically and socially grow. And that's it. I'm also a Chippewa Valley student that attended from K to 12 and attended Oakland University where I got all my studies. So welcome, and we're happy to have your children. So I will pass it on to Mr. Roberts.
Hi, I'm Eric Roberts, Mr. Roberts to you children. I was counting them out. This is my 9th year of being a kindergarten teacher. I have here at Cherokee, actually pretty much all my big boy experience and teaching experience has been here at Cherokee. I have my wife, Tracy, is a teacher at Cherokee also. She's a resource room teacher. I have 2 children, one 16, Tegan, she's a junior now at Ferndale High School. And then my son, Aiken, who went to Cherokee through 5th grade. He is now in 6th grade here in Ferndale. Why I love kindergarten is I love and I am honored to be your child's first experience in school. I take it very seriously. I want them to enjoy and love getting up and coming to school every day, and just kind of starting their long career with me is really quite important to me. So I'm really excited to meet and work with everybody in this upcoming year. And yeah, as Mrs. Mayer has said, it's been a pretty crazy year this year. So you're what I call the kids my friends. So my new friends coming up are going to be pretty lucky to have missed this one. So welcome, and looking forward to seeing you all in the fall. And on to Mrs. Krajewski.
Hello, my name's Ashley Krajewski, and I am wrapping up my 2nd year here at Cherokee, my 5th year of teaching. I also went through the Chippewa Valley School District. My kids have all 4 legs. I don't have kids of my own yet, but your kids will be my new kids. I love kindergarten just because it's so magical. Everything that we get to do, everything's hands-on, everything's a learning experience. I love, I'm going to say chaos, all the chaos and crazy and fun things we get to do throughout the year. And I'm super excited, as Mr. Roberts said, for you guys next year to come in and be my 3rd class here at Cherokee and to experience that with you. It is nice to see all of you guys. And then today we are going to be going through what it looks like the life of a kindergartner. So we will be holding, hopefully, we'll either virtual or in person, a curriculum night come fall time. But today it's just to understand what kindergarten kind of looks like, get to know some of the staff at the building. And if you do have any questions, we'll answer lots of things throughout this time. But if you think of any questions, on that SMORE page, there's a place for input in case you think of any questions that we don't answer. And then at the end, we can go back and address those.
Very good. So when you go to the SMORE page, and I'm sharing the screen so you can see where these things are at, I just want to make you aware that this is the form of communication we use throughout the school year. At Cherokee, our families receive weekly communication. It is a format similar to this. The reason that we use this format is it is easily accessible And everything on there is live, so we can link things in and we can put videos in. So this really is the form of communication we submit. This page throughout the summer will continue to be updated. So as new information comes forward, we'll make sure to put those resources on here for you, So as Ms. Kudrowski had mentioned, you can, at the end of tonight, submit any questions that you may have. If you click this link, it will access a JOT form, and you'll just put that information right in. Now, some of this information below here is not of great importance to you because you're here because you already registered. So congratulations, you are now past step 1, and we are very proud of you at Cherokee Elementary. So if you would like to provide a little bit more information to our teachers, your understanding of your child and us understanding their experience really helps us when we go to build our classes. And so if you have any information that you would like to share, you can fill out this family input form. It doesn't take very, very long at all. But if you provide this information, it just gives us an understanding so that we have a little bit of a head start when our kids come into the fall. Usually when we have our first graders who've moved up to kindergarten, we've got some people that know our babies a little bit. So this gives us a running start for kindergarten because we don't have that access for our incoming kids. There's an activity here that you may choose to use at home. It is something that it's just really like our team has said, we're just trying to get excited for kindergarten. And so if you click on this, you can open it, you can print it. Normally what we would do is give this to our children and they would fill in a self-portrait so that they could put that up on their refrigerator and then realize that they are getting closer and closer to being a Cherokee Wildcat leader. As you're meeting tonight, we do have a group of people that are here to support you. These are your teachers because you don't always get a great picture on, online, but these are our wonderful kindergarten staff right now. You also have a group of other staff members that are here to support you. Like I said, I am Mrs. Mary, I'm the principal at the building. Mr. Lewis is our assistant principal. And Miss Jamie Walker is our secretary. Many of you have probably already spoken to Jamie. If you have not, I just know that she is our secretary, but all of our office staff is here to help. One of the things that you're going to notice that's important when we talk about us a little bit later is Sean Rhodes, who is our health aide. And our health aide is responsible for, taking care of our kids and doing a few other things that we'll talk about in just a minute. One of the things that we want to just share with you, so as parents and as kids, we understand that we really do have a mission and vision that guides us. So at Cherokee, every day and every day, we really do live by our mission. And our kids even say, today we choose to inspire, believe, achieve, and lead, because together we make Cherokee a great place to be. That is based on some of our core beliefs as learners and as leaders and as your children's educators. So these principles right here, if you click on it, you'll be able to see it, but these principles right here are what guide us. And this is the reason, this is our building's why. And we know that in order to really do the things that we need to do to, make sure that everybody's a leader, to make sure that our kids are inspired and inspire others, that they believe in themselves and they believe in the importance of other people, that they work to, achieve their goals and then help achieve the collective goals of our group. And then that everybody's responsible for living the habits that we learn each and every day. And that way, following these principles, we lead ourselves to success. We have a great environment at Cherokee, and a lot of that is because of the fact that we really build this foundation based on this idea of empowerment. Our kids do a lot of things to be leaders in their classrooms, and even our kindergartners, which are like, I don't know if they can do that. Every single thing, all the habits, being proactive, which means I'm in charge of me, make sure to, even habit 2, which is you begin in the end in mind, where we start talking about setting goals and having plans. We teach and embed these into what we do as a building. So our traditions are built around it, our conversation is built around it, and then our parent pieces that we send home are built around this as well. In order for you to, have a little head start or to know a little bit more about what those habits look like, we have a printout here or an activity, or I'm sorry, a breakdown here of what the different habits mean. Now, that doesn't mean we expect any of our kids to come in with all that information right off the bat, but what we do want to know or want to tell you is that as we progress through the school year and the things that we build together with these habits as the guiding principle. One of the things that we know, regardless of being a normal or a little bit not normal school year, the first thing my babies know is if I ask them what's my most important job, they will tell you it's to keep them safe. And so safety first is our priority. So when we do those things, we know that all entrances are locked and, visitors can only come to the office. So we continue to build those safety precautions to not only keep our kids physically safe, but also we have things embedded right now to, handle the COVID and the pandemic safety as well. So we continuously update and share that information with our families. Some of our children need specific supports like the allergy action plan. So if your child has any type of allergy that we need to be made aware of because there should be a plan in place. So severe allergies, like peanut allergies or even gluten and things such as that, you can contact Mrs. Rhodes because she is our health aide and she will help put those together. The information, if you need to contact Mrs. Rhodes, is there for you and you can use that to help to help move forward. So as we just give you a quick overview of who we are as a building and what guides us, and then Ms. Krajewski, we're going to introduce, here we go. And this is, are you good? Here we go. We're going to introduce a day in the life of a kindergartner.
We could be two astronauts flying into space in a rocket made just for us. We would call our rocket home, and around the starry skies together we would roam. We could be two astronauts, me and you. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. Whenever we think of all that we could be. We could be explorers, roaming around the earth, finding places no one's ever seen, exploring every day, and every night we'd sleep under the stars. We could be explorers, me and you. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. Whenever we
First things first is habit 3. Set priorities.
take a look at the world.
Leaders get their work done first. They set priorities. Say no to things you could not do. Make a plan and follow through. First things first is habit 3. Set priorities.
Zookeepers working at the zoo, taking care of the animals all day. We would treat the animals fine, and we'd make sure their babies go to bed on time. 8 o'clock, we could be two keepers in the zoo. Anything is possible.
I love being a kindergartner.
My name is Anna, and I like kindergarten because I meet a lot of friends.
My name is Benjamin, and I like recess.
Hi, my name is Quentin. My favorite thing about kindergarten is specials.
My name is Haley. My favorite thing about kindergarten is music because we get to sing the Hey Ho Nobody. Hello, my name is Dan, and my favorite thing about kindergarten is going to art class. My name is Samuel, and what I like about kindergarten is playing with my friends. Hi, my name is Parker. My favorite thing about kindergarten is doing math equations. My name is Adel. My favorite of kindergarten is working at kindergarten, and I like doing my homework.
We would call our rocket home, and around the starry skies together we would roam. We could be two astronauts, me and you. Anything is possible. Anything is possible whenever we think of all that we could be. We could be explorers, roaming around the earth, finding places no one's ever seen, exploring every day and every night. We'd sleep under the stars. We could be explorers, me and you. Anything is possible. Anything is possible whenever we think of all that we could be. Take a look at the world and think of what we can do together. Yeah, a boy and a girl, and think of what we can do together.
All right, so when let me get that closed down. All right, we're gonna head that over to Mrs. Krichunas, Mrs. Krichunas, that's right, there we go.
Hi, I'm Andrea Krichunas. I am the science teacher this year at Cherokee, and I'm here to talk about specials. A few of the students said that some of their favorite things about kindergarten is specials. And if you are new to Cherokee, the students go to specials every single day for an hour. And we have 4 specials: art, music, gym, and science. So every single day they will be going to a special. And as a special teacher, my favorite thing is seeing the kids from kindergarten all the way up to 5th grade and seeing the growth throughout the years. And on behalf of all the specials team, that we are excited and can't wait to meet our new Wildcats. So thank you, and on to Mr. Roberts.
Okay. Hi. You'll find this information again in the s'more, but what I am wanting to talk about is we get questions every year. What can we do? What can we do to make sure our child is ready for kindergarten? Well, a lot of stuff we'll take care of when they walk through those doors, but there are some things that you can do to help us out to make sure that they are as ready as they can be coming in September. And as you see with the shared screen, you've got all these things that you can, little checklists that you can go through during the course of the summer to help in those ways. But from experience, we know that there are a few things that are really quite important. Let me backtrack a little bit. So we are a Leader in Me school. Okay, so we follow the 7 habits and we talk about them every day. So there's some things, and we like to focus on our mind, our body, and our leadership. So those 3 things, with those 3 things in mind, you can work on a bunch of things with the kids. And again, you can see the information in the s'more. But working on the mind, getting out and exercising, or that's body. Working on mind, working on your letters, working on writing your name, things like that, just to nothing big, just kind of work on it over the summer. Working on the body. Oh, it's summertime. Let's go swimming. That works on the body. You know, get outside, learn how to ride a bike. Oh, that could be fun too. So lots of things that you can do. And then our leadership, parents, it'd be pretty nice to have your 4, 5, 6-year-old have a job or two that they could be leaders with around the house. I don't know. Sounds pretty good to me. Sorry, kids, I'm putting you to work already. Anyway, so those are all the things that you can work on over the summer, working on mind, body, and your leadership skills. Again, things that you can see in the s'more. But self-help skills are going to be very important coming into kindergarten. And what I mean by self-help skills are things that on a regular basis, the kindergarten teachers can't really help with for a myriad of reasons. For example, bathroom procedures, buttoning and unbuttoning pants, zipping pants, zipping coats, washing hands, hygiene coming out of the bathroom, things that we can't help with are going to be really helpful for them to have a strong grasp on coming into kindergarten, and being able to do it independently. Okay, the bathroom stuff, that's a big deal. Maybe this year, maybe this summer, you set a goal to learn how to tie shoes. Tying shoes, big deal in kindergarten. And a lot of it is because having to tie 27 pairs of shoes can be quite time consuming for us. So tying shoes is a big deal. If tying shoes isn't in the wheelhouse, Velcro shoes work great too. So those kind of things. And we'll talk a lot more about this like curriculum night too, just to remind you, but these are some things that you can work on over the summer. Zipping coats, also not necessarily something that is going to be needed right away come fall, but once the cold weather sets in, knowing how to zip a coat is really helpful for everybody. Another one is being aware of what exactly they are wearing. That sounds strange, but if you put a coat on a kid, there's a lot of time, especially if you're the one putting the coat on, they don't know exactly what they're wearing. So cubbies get left in the cubbies, and I bring out the coat. Whose is this? And nobody knows whose it is. So then we have to send out emails and with pictures and, oh, that's mine. So that kind of awareness. In terms of academics, we're going to get them pretty far over the course of the year, but coming in, practicing writing their names or recognizing your name is going to be really helpful coming into the school year. So if you could, maybe that would be another goal. Tying shoes, maybe by the end of the summer you can write your name. That would be awesome. Again, we'll talk about this in the fall, but extra clothes in the backpack, an extra set of clothes in the backpack is also helpful, not only for us here at school, but for you, because if there's an accident, we don't have to call you to come bring clothes. You can we can get them changed and with Mrs. Rhodes, the health aide, and without having to give you a call to come or to interrupt your work day or your day and come in. Another big one, eating lunch in a timely manner. It's a big thing every year. Every year we get an email. My child didn't have enough time to eat. My child, they didn't have enough time to eat. They didn't finish their lunch. They have a half hour to eat. So if they haven't finished their lunch, it's most likely because they were having too much fun with their friends. So over the course of the summer, if you could set maybe a lunch timer for 20 minutes, that then gives them, so then they can finish their lunch in that 20 minutes and then still have the 10 minutes to have a good time with their friends, even if it's broken up in a bit. But that's a really helpful thing for us coming into, and the cafeteria staff coming into the school year, knowing that they have this much time to eat. We got to get it done, and then we can go on from there. So really, you can look at the checklist that's on the SMORE, but those are 4 or 5 pretty important things that we notice right away with the kids coming in September. So I'm pretty sure that other things too for lunch. If you're sending, you could practice this at home too. If you're sending things in for lunch like Capri Suns, opening their own Capri Sun would be incredibly helpful. They're tricky to do. And if we have 100 kindergartners and 75 of them are coming in with Capri Suns and they can't open them, then they have to wait for cafe staff to come around and get to them. So if they can help themselves by opening their own lunch materials, that's again another really helpful thing for them to do, and it speeds up their ability to finish lunch, really. But I think those are kind of at this point, coming in the fall, those would be probably the most pressing self-help skills that they could benefit from. And that's does that move on to Mrs. Mayer now? I got confused. Oh no, Mrs. Kukuru. I'm sorry, Mrs. Kukuru. Oh, you're muted. You're still muted, Mrs. Kukuru.
You would think after doing this all year, we would get this mute button, right? Well, I'm just going to go over some math and reading resources that could be helpful for over the summer. Reading Rockets, there's parent resources. There's some summer reading resource also, summer writing journals. There's a link here also for math resources and links that you could do at home, and then a kindergarten reading list that you could check out books at the library. Mrs. Mayer, the next slide. Okay. And this, what is it? Reading tips. Okay.
Right here, this is something that you can keep on your phone. What will happen with this, and then Ms. Kukuru will jump back on with what's below it, but what will happen with this is if you're looking for daily reading tips or something that to help prompt each day ideas for at home. So what will happen is if you put your email, or I'm sorry, if you put your mobile phone in, then it will give you a set of reading tips each day on how to, help support reading at home. So the other thing that you are going to look at are some of the other resources that we're going to provide that you can click and use at home that Mrs. Kukuru will talk to you real quick. But I also wanted to give you like a heads up that as a district, we do run a summer reading challenge. And with the summer learning or the summer learning challenge, what we do is we will send out all these resources to all of our kids and all of our families, and you'll get that in the summer. And then what will happen is as you practice those fun skills and you spend time, as Mr. Roberts said, working on your mind and your body and leadership, we celebrate the kids that actually set and reached a goal. So you'll get those resources towards the end of this school year, but they will come to you to help prepare so your kids can participate in the Fun Learning Challenge, which also will have additional resources for you, for your kids. The ones that Ms. Kukuru is presenting right now are more specific to kindergarten. And so I'll scroll down, Ms. Kukuru, you can take that over.
Okay, and then as you can see, we have I think if you go back, let's go up I just wanted to touch upon about reading to your child is so important. So if you could set like that 15, 20 minutes to read to your child. It's just going to help, bring out that enjoyment in books, that print motivation, print awareness, letter knowledge. Like, can they point to a word and do they know the letter of that word? And can maybe they say that sound? The ability to hear and manipulate smaller sounds and words, that's phonemic awareness. And then if you come to a word they don't know, and maybe knowing the name of things. So reading is really, really important if you could get that into your daily day. Next slide. And we use a program called Handwriting Without Tears at school. So we use this terminology when we're writing our letters. So this one is our formation chart for uppercase letters. And then do we have one for lowercase below? Yeah, and we have for numbers, and then our first focus is doing the uppercase letters and our numbers, and then lowercase comes afterwards. So we'll get that chart to you once school starts.
Right. And once, if that is something that we want, you want to practice at home, those pages, if you click this link, it will open to an entire packet of resources that you can download. So here are all the kindergarten resources to Kickstart Kindergarten, and you'll be able to find those resources.
Lowercase there.
Yep, lowercase and uppercase. And that'll follow the terminology, as Ms. Kukru had said, the terminology that we will use at Cherokee while we teach our kids to write. The more that they come in with knowing how to at least hold pens and those small motor skills, that is going to be imperative, because then they can start the creation of ideas and thoughts. And that's what we really want to get. It's great to know numbers, it's great to know letters, and it's equally important to be able to, express yourself in stories and have fun with it. So these just is another vehicle to be able to express ideas.
All right, and then these are some online support for summer learning. We have Cool Kindergarten. It's full of fun math games, ABC games, and kid games. There's also a science portion on those on that site too. And then we have also ABCia. It's also math and reading games and language arts too to check out. We have starfall.com, and there's also math, phonics, and reading books. There's little videos. So the kids like that one a lot. And the other one is Just Books Read Aloud. Those are actual books, known books that are read aloud by people that have posted them on the site. So the kids like to follow along with the pictures and hear them, and you could talk about the stories. We'll be touching upon it in school, like characters and setting, but it comes later in like about January. We'll be talking about story, beginning, middle, and end. But it's never not never too soon to talk about story structure. So getting them to hear literature is really, really important. And then we have the district-wide Summer Learning Challenge coming soon. And then we have the Cherokee Kindergarten Parent Guide. That's from all of well, that one is our...
That is our own, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So that one, just kind of things like what our day looks like. So next one is our Welcome to Kindergarten brochure. That's our Chippewa Valley brochure, and what kindergartners will be learning, and then our parent guide. That's all attached also.
So all of these resources, I'm going to shut this off first, or actually move to the front. All of these resources are here, and as we said, the intent is to provide you with some understanding of really what we're looking for going into this school year. We have navigated a lot this year, and some great things have come out of it. And by overcoming challenges, we have we've learned how to utilize technology in different ways and to meet the needs of our community. along with that, some good things have happened in education and some challenges have happened as well. And so things that our kids normally would have had some experiences with, your babies might not have had those. We believe in this, in learning to be fun, and so we look for ways to engage our kids and empower them in their learning. And so that's what we hope you get out of today, is look for ways to make learning fun, to empower your children in their learning, to give them the opportunity to be leaders, to do fun things. You know, you can write letters in sand, and you can read stories in the car. You can make up stories in the car. But at the end of the day, what we really know is that the relationship that we build together is what's going to make a difference in your children's lives. The exciting thing is next year we are going to be a one-to-one district, which means our children will have access to technology, and they'll be able to utilize that in the classroom. But we want to make sure that some of the things that we've learned along the way is it's important to have that technology, but it's also, if not equally, but more important, to have those connections and learn from each other. And so we'll continue to work together to bring those to you. When we do get together in the fall, depending on, of course, the state of the world and where we're at. In the past, we've always had a traditional, before COVID, we've had a traditional Welcome Back Wildcat event. And this year we had to do a little bit of a different one, with it being more virtual. So as we head into the next school year, please keep an eye out for that information. It happens usually the Monday, I think it's the Monday, right? The Monday or Tuesday right before Labor Day, when we try to plan that for our families. And so that's something that we could look forward to as well. So before you leave today, going back to that s'more, actually going back to the s'more, right at the top, if you did not get a chance to see it, you can submit questions that you may have after tonight's event. And this, my friends, is a way to ask us if you have certain questions. Again, if you'd like to provide information on your child, help us to make some decisions for next year, here is the family input form that might be something that you would want to take advantage of. And the only other thing that I really wanted to say was thank you for joining us this evening. And if there's any little ones in the house that would like to tell us what they are most excited for kindergarten, would somebody like to tell us? Does anybody want to tell us what they're looking for? I know some of your faces. Let's see. Anybody want to say anything?
I see Elise has something to say, Mrs. Mayor.
Elise, what are you excited for?
Speak up. To meet some new friends.
Elise, I am so excited that you're going to meet some new friends too. Oh my goodness, is anybody else excited to meet new friends? Let's see. I'm not gonna hide
I see Gianna has her hand up too, Mrs. Mayor.
Oh my goodness, how come I can't see these things, Mr. Roberts? A good thing you're on our call. Could you tell me, Gianna, where did my screen go?
I needed to read.
Oh, what? No way, Jose. Are you kidding? You're looking forward to reading?
And go to school with your brother?
Yeah, and go to school with my brother.
Oh my goodness. Well, you know what? We're excited about that too. We really, really are. How about, let's see, is Jackson here? Oh, I see Alicia. Is that Alicia that's having her hand up? What are you?
It's Aubrey. Aubrey's going to be the one coming to kindergarten. And what are you most excited about?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you excited do you know the fun things we get to do with math? Mr. Roberts, this is Kokoru. Miss Kajisi, what is something fun that we do in math?
We do works. we do a Bridges program, and we have our, it's like center base and real hands-on and workplaces. I just forgot the word. So,
A lot of the things that we get to do is we get to have fun and we get to play together to learn.
fine.
That's fantastic. Is there anybody else that wants to tell us what they're very excited for?
I'm excited for what? Dying.
For science, yeah.
You're excited for science? I'm excited that you're excited for science. We do some great things with science. I'm so excited to hear all the wonderful things that you get to build in science. But nothing, I have to tell, I'll be very, nothing blows up in science, does it, Miss Krajunas? Miss Kraj, I keep calling you the right. Does anything blow up in science?
No. Yes, we had rockets going off today. Today, the kindergartners had rockets going off.
That's fantastic. Could you imagine building a rocket? That is something you get to do when you are in school. Because when you are leaders and you're learners and you try your best, you get to do some great things. And then we can make the world a great place together. So kids, you just keep a lookout. There'll be something fancy schmancy in the mail coming to you because we love you and we are so happy to welcome you to Cherokee. So with that, families, if you have any other questions, I would love to be able to answer them with our staff. Our staff is wonderful and they love our babies and we love your babies and we'll take good care of them. And also, if you did not happen to drop your child's name in the chat, go ahead to do that. If you're leaving me an email, please just message it to me as the presenter because then we're not publishing your email everywhere. So your child's name will work if you put that. That way we know who to send some little gifts to. And again, welcome to Cherokee. And we are here for you because together we make Cherokee a great place to be. So have a great evening, kids. Have a great summer. I am so excited. I'm going to teach you something. Are you ready? Mr. Roberts? Are you ready? Miss Krajewski, are you ready? Where are you, Miss Kukru? Are you ready? Here we go. Right arm, left arm, right arm, left arm, and here it comes. Mwah. That is yours. You can catch it, you can hold it close, you can give it to your mama, you can send it back, you can share it with a friend. Just know that the love we feel for you doesn't matter if we're on the screen or if we're in person. So we're excited to see you and have a wonderful evening.
Good night. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night. Have a great night. We'll see you in the fall.
Have a great summer.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, kids. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. It was so good to see you. Bye, sweetheart.